struggle. I know you came to hustle, ritual teeth and crystal knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. You won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit pledge, family and folks. We got our ride out till we break up all them hundreds. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. I'm with my homies, yeah. I'm with my homies, yeah. Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew ties till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die up on the block with a and the vultures fly. I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. Cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight and I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist, but real homies never turn they back. My homies listen all days another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. Ain't nothing changed with the name on the check. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I die about respect. And that's real. It's the G8 and G hate on me. Cause we ain't leave the C bacon. We taking the RAP game to a new place. I swear that we got this tied like a shoelace for real. Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with this.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Magic in Orlando. It's been hard to come by a W lately for this Orlando group. They'd love to get back on a winning track. 7 losses in their last 8 games. That is not going to get it done, and they know it. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have
basketball
no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe
Ernie.
Kenny has an answer to this
well,
one.
I think most people, when they first hear
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. And they showed a lot of heart in that one, getting down early, but put together a terrific run to sold it away in the end.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize the team and bring it together.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Mickey, and it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. Here's Freak. It's good from long range. Freak's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Thomas. To the inside, Sullinger. Arthur grabs the board. It's been a quick start for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Now here's Crowder following the miss by Freak. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Right side, Bradley. Inside, it's deflected and stolen by Payton. He feeds it to Vucevic. Payton passes to Freak, lets it fly. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Dishes it to Thomas. Here's Crowder. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Pass to Freak, trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Shot's good.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Sullinger the screen. Thomas gets a wide open look, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now the pass to Bradley. Outside for Sullinger. And no good, and a chance to take the lead. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The feed to Freak, to the paint, 13 feet away. Poke loose.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Thomas goes in, shoots from the baseline. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Payton. Now the dish to Vucevic. Freak with it. Thomas is there. Baseline try. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Celtics trail by 3. He dishes it to Crowder. Boston again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Payton outside, picked by Vucevic. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Payton. 6 points for Freak.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And let's use this break to check out a group of the NBA's best defenders recently.
Clearly and perfectly, these fellas play the best on-ball D that you'll see in the NBA.
Magic leading by 3. Jennings kicks to Fournier. Passes it to Freak. Outside Jennings. Feeds to Freak. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. That's now 8 points for Freak. Outside Thomas. In the corner, Smart with it. Jennings against Thomas. Goes up to the stripe. That's good. Thomas got 5 now. 1:04 left to play in the first. Kicks it to Fournier. Off the left rim and out.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And Thomas, here we go. Smart, wide open, he fires. The shot will not go. And Orlando the other way now. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, no splits here, partner. One team will have bragging rights, and a win tonight is the first step.
Now here's Turner. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Smart dishes to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 19. Nice jump shot. Good. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night.
How sweet was that? Thomas has terrific form.
And still a close game as the first quarter. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks lost in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his 2nd season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
Freak in its small forward. Watson out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Terrell Wright. And it's Gordon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets was a big factor. He picked up 12 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Now here's Watson looking for his first basket still in this one. Shoots it up. And the shot is long.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
And he gets the bucket.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Knocked loose. And here is Arthur. There's Azania. Finished off the break. And the Magic lead by 5. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Fans, get ready for your Magic Dancers.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Sullinger. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Magic leading by 3. Right with a screen on Turner. Payton passes to Freak. He kicks it to Arthur. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Freak dishes to Payton. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Celtics trail by 3. Sullinger, a screen on Payton. Bradley drives in. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And it's Freak missing, and pushing it up. Here's Boston, moving it up. Here's Crowder. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. And now just a 1-point Orlando lead.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Payton drives in. Pass to Freak. He feeds it to Arthur. Dishes to Payton. Inside. 11 feet away. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Turner kicks to Sullinger. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Arthur. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jarrell Wright. Fournier's checked in for Hezonja. And it's Jennings in for Elfrid Payton. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Celtics. Thomas comes in for Jay Crowder. And that one's good. 3.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Jennings against Thomas. Left side, Bradley takes the 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Bradley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Pass to Bradley. The feed now to Thomas. Bradley sets the pick for Thomas. Now here's Turner. He's tightly guarded. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. And again, it's Boston converting.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Jennings passes to Gordon. Over to the wing. Here's Fournier, guarded by Bradley. Here's Vucevic. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Outside Thomas. Great D that time from Jennings.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Here's Thomas. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way. Here's Payton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jake Crowder out there with Mickey, and it's Sullinger in at the 5. Home in the paint. Here's Crowder. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Crowder's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Celtics. Payton kicks to Freak. And there's the pass to Arthur. Here's Azania. Sinks the three-pointer. Azania's got 7.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Thomas with the ball. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Sullinger. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Freak, defended by Crowder. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Freak. Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Number 1, the Magic.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
"90 seconds now into the second half. And Sullinger kicks to Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And a look at how the Celtics performed over the last month here, Kevin. 6th in free throw percentage, 8th in assists. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Yeah, and getting back to their free throw percentage, you know, it might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's those little things that can put a team over the top.
Zeller is checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Avery Bradley. Here's Azania. He has 7, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Orlando shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And the second free throw, good. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now, Smart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Zeller against Vucevic. Pass to Mickey. Clock at 6. The dish to Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Magic making a change here. Lights checked in. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's tipped. Here's Fournier. He has 6. Out of hand on it. Now, here's Thomas. For the lead. And the miss. It's still anybody's game as we've reached. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Fournier out there with Jennings. And it's Freak in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Turner dishes to Sullinger. 5 on the clock. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Orlando leading. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game. And those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out. One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Vucevic, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 6-point Orlando lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Jennings against Thomas. He dishes it to Olynyk. Passes to Turner. Boston, no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Freak kicks to Vucevic, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jared Sullinger.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
He's off on the first. So for the Magic, Terrell Arthur. He's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Hezonja comes in for Fournier. And it's Peyton in for Brandon Jennings. The Celtics also changing it up. Mickey's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And Jay Crowder's subbed in for Evan Turner.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Magic leading by 5. Peyton outside. Feeds it to Freak. Back to Peyton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Mickey. He's guarded by Arthur. Vucevic with the block. Peyton drives in. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 9. There's the pick. Kicks to Sullinger. No good. Great D that time from Vucevic.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Sullinger, a screen on Payton. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Magic Dancers!
Magic leading by 9. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Thomas goes in. Vucevic with the block.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Thomas. Vucevic with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And he makes the first.
Looking at the game for Thomas, 10 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
And so he hits both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Vucevic. Rebound, Boston. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Thomas, here we go. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Freak, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Beyond the arc. Kept alive by Boston. Vucevic with the block. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. Payton against Bradley. Pass to Hazania. At the elbow, it's Freak. 4 on the shot clock. Arthur cannot hit. And it's Boston the other way. Down low. Bradley dives in, and it's blocked.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Pass to Mickey. He kicks it to Crowder. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Payton.
Oh, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Vucevic to the pass to Hazania. Here's Arthur. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Magic ball.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, his passing, his instincts on offense, those were the keys to the game. He was spreading the ball around, keeping everyone involved. Most importantly, he was creating high-quality shots and racking up the assists. Overall, great game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even